I am so happy that you're able to join us for this extended interview. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get more killer resources. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this extended interview with Lauren, where she's going to talk about how to get the best local experience in a new city. Hey Lauren.
Hey.
So before you give us all of these tips and tricks, can you tell us a little bit more about you and why you live an offbeat life?
Sure. So I have lived in New York City for 14 years, and I was lucky enough to start my own tour business that's been doing really well. We've been going for the last 4 years, and we're looking to grow, and it's just been really exciting and rewarding.
Talking about traveling like a local, you own your own company. What about when you're actually traveling on your own and you're in a new city, a new country? How are you able to do that? How are you able to travel like a local?
So a couple different things. Obviously, the internet is all of our friends. Kind of on a higher level, if you're not interested to weed through the organic Google results, you can use companies like TripAdvisor Experiences. It used to be called Viator, and now I think it's all under the TripAdvisor umbrella. But they really aggregate a lot of local experiences. They're all rated, and you can buy tickets directly through their website, or I would even recommend finding out the local tour company and hitting their website directly, because sometimes they'll have special discounts, and we all know TripAdvisor is a huge company and they don't really need the commission. So I recommend going local for that. But yeah, and then the other tip I usually do is I love to visit wineries, distilleries, so I will just go to Google and I'll type in where I'm going, and I'll type in brewery, winery, distillery. Usually they have tours that they can give, and I'll oftentimes use that tour guide as a springboard for giving me other activities. So a lot of times I'll just book out the rest of my activities when I'm in destination, which usually works well, unless you're trying to do something that's a really, really popular activity that's at risk of selling out. And you'll probably know what that is ahead of time, and you'll have it booked anyway. So yeah, those would be my couple tricks. Expedia also is another aggregator. And now Airbnb Experiences. It's a platform that I work with as well. And I know a lot of the folks here in New York that are on it. And they're great people. They're truly local. They're all offering something different and unique. So you can always look and see if where you're visiting has Airbnb Experiences as well.
Another thing that makes your experience in a new city and a new country really unique, obviously if you want to live like a local, is meeting new people. So whether it's to make friends, maybe see someone, like dating, how are you able to do that? How are you able to make friends or even date while you're in a different place?
For me, it's just putting yourself in those group experiences. Usually you can meet other people. I usually end up vibing with the guide and then getting advice from them. You know, who knows? Sometimes you'll end up getting invited to a dinner party, which is obviously a great way to meet other locals and just talk to people. I mean, I'm generally very inquisitive when I travel. I did Slovenia last year with a girlfriend. We rented a car, drove around the whole country while they were doing kind of a harvest season in one part of the country. And we were just walking around, heard music coming from a door, walked into this house party, thought we were going to get asked to leave. And they said, "Oh my gosh, you're from America? What are you doing here? Get in here." And, you know, we ended up hanging out with them, you know, a couple more nights throughout the trip. So you never know. Just be inquisitive.
It's your curiosity, and a lot of people are really friendly when you're from a different city, and especially in New York City, everyone is always interested in your story if you're from New York, especially if you're a female.
Yes.
Everyone always wants to include you in. I don't know how many times people want to include me in everything, especially when you're traveling on your own as well.
Yes.
Because they always feel bad that you're by yourself, and they're like, "Come on, join us."
Exactly. Play up that pity. Don't be ashamed.
It could get really lonely sometimes too when you're on your own or if you're by yourself. How do you usually find the best places to party or just find really great activities?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm lucky. I have a lot of great contacts in New York that have other contacts throughout the world. I have a lot of friends that work in fashion and entertainment, so I usually lean on them first. Gosh, back in the old days, I used to use a Small World. I don't even know if that still exists. But yeah, I mean, again, it's really just putting yourself in some group experiences and talking to people. I love to go to the best bars and restaurants, talk to the bartender, talk to your server, and that's a great way to just find out, what else is going on.
You definitely can't be shy, right? And
No.
that's the beauty about travel. It kind of pushes you to talk to people. Otherwise, you're just might as well stay home and talk to yourself.
Exactly.
Now, what about places to stay and still feel like a local?
So I love a boutique hotel. That's really my jam. And the website that I use, where they've really done a great job of curating hotels that are really in the vein of what I'm looking for, which are not necessarily the most expensive, but they're the most well done for what they are, is Tablet Hotels. It's really my go-to. It's what I use.
That's awesome. And then are they in a lot of different countries?
Yes.
Is it, okay.
Yes. Yeah. They've been
Perfect.
around long enough where they've sent people all over the globe to check out, these hotels. So it's rare that I have a city that I plug in when they don't have something that comes up.
So, Lauren, if our listeners want to know more about you, where can they find you?
So you can check out my company's website, which is likealocaltours.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn under /Lauren J. Beebe.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Lauren, for sharing all of these incredible tips with us. I really appreciate it.
Great. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this extended interview with Lauren. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get the full interview with Lauren, where she shares how to build your client base on and offline. Thanks for joining me on this extended interview. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes. We can also chat some more on Facebook at The OB Live. I'll talk to you soon.